Alright, here's video number 3. We're going to look at the innovation portal now. You should have all already registered for an account. So when you sign in, you'll probably will start by getting your user account information. Okay, so you come in here, you can edit that anytime you need to, edit your password, all that kind of stuff. Keep that updated. What you really want to go to is the dashboard. The dashboard is the home page for your account. Okay, it has listed all of the portfolios that you have in there, because you could have multiple portfolios. You guys will each probably have 2 of them. You'll have a practice portfolio like I have here, and then this is the one I did in training. You'll have the portfolio for your actual project. Okay, collaborator just means that you're part of that portfolio. You can edit it any way you want to. You can take things out and add things equally. It's not like one person's really the boss of it or whatever, has to be in charge of it. You can both do stuff equally on it. Okay. So if we go to this practice EDD, we can look at kind of what it looks like. So you'll have a home page. Once you get here, nothing will be on here to start with, and this is the same for every page. Every page you go to will have a view and an edit on there. Okay, so if you go to edit, this is how you add stuff onto that page. So if you want to edit your title page in there, you give it a name for it. You can type in information in here. You can put pictures in here in the body of it. That's where you type everything in. So whatever's in this body section, that's what they're going to see on your screen. Okay? Always make sure you save it. If you don't save it, it won't show up there. Okay? Now if you come down here, here's where you add documents or images into it. Okay? So what you have to do is you have to pick a document or an image from your computer or your flash drive or wherever it's at. You have to load it into the iPortal, and then you have to upload it into the body. Okay, so it's kind of a long process there. If you want an image, you have to first you'll pick it and put it into the iPortal, then you'll upload it into the body. Okay, files, you can do the same thing if you want to. You can actually upload it into your body, or you can just leave your files down here, and at the bottom of each page will be a list of all the files in that portfolio. Okay, so if there's for instance a Word or a drawing document like a PDF, or if you do an IDW or something of a drawing, that'd be a good thing to just do as a file and leave that at the bottom. You can put up in your text, say, you know, see inventor drawing 2, you know, depending on whatever you're doing. Okay, so that's how you kind of run that, do that, how you edit it. You go back to view always and kind of go back and forth and see what that's going to look like. Okay. On the right hand side are your portfolio elements. So there's letters A through N. You have to put information in for every letter. Okay. Now when I grade these, I'm going to grade them on completion. Okay. Once we're done, somebody else will actually give you a grade for it. That grade, I'm not sure exactly how I'll use that grade, whether I'll take it and put it in as a grade for your grade book or in this class or not. But for what I grade, it'll just be completion. So if I say, you know, by Friday you need to have letters A through C done, I'll go in here, I'll look at each of your accounts, because you'll have me as somebody that can look at your account. And then I can look at each of these things and see if you have it done. Okay, now, you can't just have random stuff in there. I will actually look at what's there. If you have the correct information in there, I'll give you all the points for it. If you don't have the correct information, you'll lose points. Okay, so it's pretty simple. So once you have your introduction here, you can click on any one of these letters. So if we're going to start the first one, you can click on letter A, and you get the same thing. Okay, you add stuff in here, letter A, you go to edit it, works the exact same way as the last time I showed you. Now for each of these letters, like this first one, it says presentation and justification of the problem. So that's what information it wants under letter A. Okay. Now, if you want to know what the heck is presentation and justification of the problem, what's going to give me a good grade? If you look at this EDPPSR, this is the rubric they're using to grade. So if you click on it, it shows you that rubric. Okay. The most you can get is a 5 on each letter. All right. So if you want to get a 5, read this and it'll explain what it needs to get the score of a 5. If you read letter 3, it'll kind of explain to you what would be a letter 3 grade. Okay, so that's very helpful, and it does that for every letter. There's this EDPPSR. Okay. Now the resources, this is also kind of helpful. If you click on resources, it'll give you at least one example of something an actual person or a kid actually put in on their portfolio, and you can read it. Not all of them are good. Okay, like we see here, Snow Clear LED traffic signal visor, they only got a 3, a score of a 3. Okay, so when you look at this example, keep in mind that that's only a score of a 3. So you might not want to shoot for that. You might want to shoot for a little bit better than what they have. But it does give you some ideas. So here's some ideas of things you could put into that. Again, if you want to look at this example, you actually click on it. Some trade journals or something you can put in there, associations and societies. Here's a file of something that could be on there. Okay, so it just gives you examples. It's very helpful. And if we ever have any problems, if we email the person in charge of this, I believe I have the email address. I'm not sure if it's on here, but they get back to you right away. Okay, so we can always get answers for stuff. But essentially, you'll do this for every step, and these are the steps of the design process. Okay, the one we use, our design process, is 12 steps. Okay, they have a few more steps in that. They break it down a little bit more, but this is how they've decided to grade it. Okay, so the iPortal, that's how it works. Again, what's going to be used for is eventually you're going to be able to get an AP credit for this class. Okay, this is the only class for Project Lead the Way that's not dual credit through Project Lead the Way. Okay, and the reason is these dual credit classes have to match up with the college class, and the only class that this matches up with in college are senior level classes, and there's no college that's going to give a high schooler credit for a senior college class. Okay, so that's why it's not college credit. So what they're going for is this AP credit instead. If you go through the Innovation Portal PowerPoint, it kind of explains that a little bit better. But that's what we're shooting for. You guys, well, possibly you guys, our school is working with Ivy Tech to get a class that this will directly go to dual credit with. Okay, so nobody else, well, maybe not nobody else, but not very many people in the nation have that. That's something that we are doing specifically with Ivy Tech. So that's a little bit different, but that's the Innovation Portal for this class that you guys will be filling this out. Okay.